Hello there, everybody. This is
Hello,
22 Tiger
strangers.
Dude here, and we are here to do our annual Academy Awards predictions. And for this year, it's going to be for good old 2025. I know everyone here absolutely hates movies. We can't stand movies at all. We don't believe in this art form.
No
In
more
fact,
movies.
In fact, I don't know why we're doing this, honestly, because we all hate movies so much. But hey, we're here, so we're going to do this regardless of how we feel about movies. I am
Yes.
your Oscars host, 22 Tiger Dude here. I was the winner for last year's Oscar predictions. I'll even show you my trophy very quick. It is the Hopper from Stranger Things Funko. This is my trophy right here, so let's go. I was actually tied with Diego, and his prize was the Furiosa Funko. Before we get any further, I'm going to give everyone their introductions one by one, starting off with Jackson Fulcher.
Oh my god! Oh, full screen! Oh my goodness!
That's
What's up, guys? I love doing these every year. I'm happy to be back with some good mates doing this again. It's going to be an interesting ceremony. Genuinely don't know where it could go in some places, but I'm hyped to get some predictions down and to meet up later to see the results. Can't wait to see what you guys think too. It's just going to be fun. I'm feeling great. Good vibes all around, and that's
Heck yeah.
cool. Mm-hmm.
I feel that, my man.
Yeah.
Next one up we got here is the Duck himself, even though he is good old Kramer, Andrew Hayes.
What's up, everybody? It is I. And I'm very excited for this. I might not be excited for the ceremony because I think that this award season has been pretty mid. But this is one thing that I'm always excited for because I love hyping myself up, convincing myself I'm going perfect. And then within the first 3 awards, I'm like 1 for 3 and it's already over. So this will be fun. I'm going to kick Tony's ass and, it's going to be
Hell
fun.
yeah.
In your dreams. In your dreams.
He's going perfect this year.
Dunzo.
Next one up we got here is Henry Ewing.
Whoa! The movies. Woo! We got
Ooh.
the Oscars coming up before movies get banned for some reason. And the Oscars gets 5 big booms. Boom,
No, they get dooms.
Boom, 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 boom.
And our last participator for this year's Oscar predictions is Jordan Farrell.
What's up, everybody? I'm here I thought I wasn't going to be here in person because of crazy life schedule, but things are intact. I'm glad to partake in a gambling game where we definitely won't lose money or our balls at all.
The fuck?
Well, I'm always losing my balls.
Oh my God.
But for this year, the Oscars are just letting you know that they love trans people by nominating the most transphobic movie in the world. That's going to air on a TV network that's owned by Disney, who not that long ago canceled a cartoon called The Owl House that stars a bisexual girl who has an elf girlfriend, and it was only given 3 episodes for its final season. But ignore that. Disney loves gay people, I think.
They sure do.
Wow.
When the check's clear.
Yeah. And just so you know, just because I'm wearing my Netflix membership mentorship shirt does not mean I endorse Netflix all the way, unless they pay me. But I'm looking forward to have some good fun. Award season has been quite the unpredictable motherfucker.
Believe it or not, yeah.
Yeah, so I either get things wrong or I get things right. Either way, someone's going to get drunk that night.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's going to get slapped, too.
And it's going to be you, Andrew.
Oh!
Tony's gonna slap you when you win that
Damn.
perfect game.
And just to let everyone know, me and Andrew, we like to play around with each other, kind of like mess with each other a lot. So very quickly, Andrew just decided to have the idea of me and him having our own little side bet. So if I do better than Andrew with the predictions, Andrew has to watch the critically acclaimed movie The Roommate, which is just an absolutely just wonderful movie on every level that I know Andrew will be very happy to watch. But if Andrew does better with his predictions than me, then I have to watch the movie After, which is a movie I have not seen. So, and if Andrew and I do tie, we both have to watch our picks with each other. So yeah, should be a fun game for the two of us this year. But
you better watch the whole
I'm very
fucking After saga.
After we collided, it's great.
Dude,
I believe it.
Both of them, all 5 of them, they're fucking trash.
We're getting 3 more movies after that about their kids.
What? No! Oh my god! Oh, this is the worst news I've heard all day. You please tell me you're fucking with me.
Who is
No, look it up.
Oh, dude. God, no.
Yeah, but anyways, I'm very excited to do this. I'm really excited to see where everyone is going to predict here because I do think, like what Jordan said, this is going to be one of the more unpredictable years, I feel like. And there are definitely some where I take chances on some of the categories. Some that I was really sweating my palms over. But yeah, I'm definitely very excited. So let's go ahead and head over to our friend Photoshop, everyone.
Why Photoshop? Hell yeah.
Okay, everybody. Now, starting off with our predictions, we are going to kick it off with actor in a leading role. So we got Adrian Brody for The Brutalist, Timothée Chalamet for A Complete Unknown, Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing, Ray Fiennes for Conclave, and Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice. Okay, so I know Timothée Chalamet has a bigger shot to win it after he won the SAG. But I do think with Adrian Brody winning a lot of the awards in this season, I still do believe it's going to go to Adrian. So I will go ahead and stick with that prediction. But if Timothy does win, it wouldn't necessarily surprise me. But I do still think Adrian could take this award.
Look at the size of that T.
That's a great T.
Thank you.
I'm assuming we're going in the order down here.
Oh yeah. So we could go Jackson, Andrew, Henry, and Jordan.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. I will. It's not just because of the recent SAG win. I'm still not entirely convinced that some of these people, I feel like they will just vote for whoever plays like a famous person already, as shown a lot of times before. So I'm not sure if even I'm 100% correct on this, but I do want to put my J next to Timothée Chalamet.
All right.
Just for the fuck of it.
Hey, like I said, I do take chances with some of these categories, Jackson. So whatever chances you want to take, you go for, my man.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with my guy Wonka.
Hell yeah.
Woo! It's me? All right.
Yep.
I don't know. This one's a very hard one. I went back and forth on this one a lot. Like, I looked it up, and it didn't really help me. But since the SAG Awards started, only 5 times has the winner not won the Oscar. So, it's definitely like Timothy winning definitely makes me want to lean more towards him because of that. But I don't know. I just don't see the Academy giving it to him because he's very, very young. And
small boy.
Adrian Brody won everything else, and I could just see them giving it to Adrian Brody. Like, even like today, or yesterday, there were reports that the voters are being stupid. So I think they're going. I'm gonna go. I think they're gonna give it to Adrian Brody.
But Andrew, everyone watched Dune Part 2, the voters.
Oh yeah,
Every voter.
fucking. It's so hard for them to watch
Yeah.
a fucking movie.
I did
So
an
far.
entire comic strip today talking about that. That's
Yeah.
where I've been all day, was doing that comic strip. For those watching, Tony will hopefully put a link to that comic strip, and you'll get the joke referencing.
So, Timothy Chalamet is playing Bob Dylan, and it was pointed out to me by someone that about 42 and a half minutes into The Brutalist, Adrian Brody says something that sounds like he's saying Bob Dylan. I don't know, I just wanted to point that out. But I think it's Brody.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh my god. Henry, the master of misleading me.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, I guess the Academy really loves Bob Dylan. Did
Yeah.
I fuck up? No, I guess I did.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, Jordan, where are you going to go with this?
I'm taking Gamma. I'm going to join Jackson on this Timothy Chalamet.
Both
Hey.
the J's. Both the
The
J's.
two J's.
J.J. Abrams.
J.J. Abrams, father of
Yeah.
Gracie.
Where's my Michael B. Jordan Superman movie, Mr. Abrams?
Yeah, they kind of vanished.
Okay, now next one up we have here is actor in a supporting role. So, very sorry if I mispronounce this first one, by the way. We have Yura Borisov.
I know
for
you
Nora.
love that one.
Oh no, yeah, that's my favorite of this year. Yeah, Kieran Culkin for A Real Pain, Edward Norton for A Complete Unknown, Guy Pearce for The Brutalist, and Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice. This one is, I think, a lock to me. I do think with all the talk I've been hearing, I do think it will be Kieran Culkin's time to be an Oscar winner. So, yeah, that's my prediction.
Yeah, I think the post-Succession popularity has carried over into this. I think he's going to win that too.
Yeah, this
TJ
is the
Miller?
yeah.
No, Jordan. No.
TJ Maxx.
Yeah.
No.
I
Sorry, Andrew,
agree
go ahead.
with what has been said. This one is all but a guarantee. So yeah,
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Macaulay's little brother.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
McClucky.
I mean, it's not even a contest, but one of the killers from Scream 4 is going to get the award. Sorry for anyone who hasn't watched Scream 4 after 11 years.
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin.
Was it that Culkin?
Oh,
No,
are you
it
going
was
with Kieran Culkin, Jordan?
Rory.
Yeah, Kieran
Yeah.
Culkin.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, Rory Culkin was in that one, I thought. You son of a bitch.
What? I thought it was
You
Kieran
fucker.
Culkin.
That
I
it
thought
was Rory. It was Rory.
They look close to like, yeah, I'm not going to lie.
Well, you were
Well,
right.
They
it was
all
a
look
Culkin.
like each other.
Next one
Uh-oh.
up we got here is actress in a leading role. So we got Cynthia Erivo for Wicked, Carla Sofia Gascon for Amelia Perez, Mikey Madison for Honora, Demi Moore for The Substance, and Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here. Okay, so damn. Well, I know there's no chance of Carla getting it because of, well, what happened with the controversy.
Oh, what happened?
I mean, you never know.
I mean, yeah, you never know. I don't think sometimes Oscars doesn't care about controversy that much, so
I mean,
can't-
the
we
American
can't see.
people don't.
that's true. So I know Mikey Madison has been winning some awards, but then Demi Moore has been winning awards too. And then I know if these two don't win, the upset could be Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here. So this one I did a lot of thinking about. But after really thinking about it, I do think it could go to Demi Moore for The Substance, especially with all the speeches that she has been giving. I do think that's something the Academy will lean towards too. So that's why I'm gonna go with Demi Moore with my prediction.
Yeah, I mean, bouncing off of what you're saying, there does seem to be kind of like a triumphant narrative around Demi Moore winning. So I think that's just more incentive for people to vote for her. So yeah, and it well deserved. So yeah, that's my
Absolutely,
prediction.
absolutely, yeah. Great performance, by the way.
Mhm.
Yeah, great performance.
All right. So, the past couple years, there's been one acting category where I am fucking split on, and my brain tells me one thing, and my gut tells me another thing, and 2 years ago I went with Austin Butler because that's what my gut was telling me, and he didn't win. And then last year, my heart went with Lily Gladstone, but I was wrong about that. And I'm very in a similar situation with this one, where my heart is telling me it's Demi Moore, but my gut is actually telling me that it's Fernanda Torres. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just setting myself up for disappointment, but I think Fernanda Torres wins this one.
It's not a bad prediction, honestly.
I know she
because
hasn't really won a lot. Demi Moore has been winning pretty much everything, and she has the stronger narrative. But something's telling me that Fernanda Torres is going to win this.
Yeah, like I said, Mikey or Demi don't win, I could see her being the upset.
Yeah.
I actually don't
this category.
think Mikey has that big of a chance, even though she won BAFTA. I just. Again, with the whole they don't really like giving it to people in their 20s. The same logic with Timothy, I kind of feel about Mikey. I think Fernanda Torres. I mean, it could go either way. I obviously could be wrong, but something's telling me it's going to be Fernanda Torres.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that on March 2nd, Demi will be more than an Oscar nominee.
Oh, wow. I like that.
That was good.
That was good. That was nice.
This could be another Kehu Kwan story where, Demi Moore gets the Oscar and she's going to hold the Oscar and be like, never give up. So I'm going to go with her.
All right.
I like me some redemption stories.
Can't go wrong with them, right?
Too bad there won't be redemption for Carla.
Yeah, watch Carla win and we all take the big fat fucking L. That's happened before. That's happened before. I remember when Frances McDormand won a couple years ago. Nobody predicted her, and we all were like, dude, we all suck.
Yeah.
We were like, bro. It was literally split 50-50 between Viola Davis and Carey Mulligan. Not one person had faith in Frances McDormand.
Oh, my God. All right. Next up we have here is actress in a supporting role. We got Monica Barbaro for A Complete Unknown, Ariana Grande for Wicked, Felicity Jones for The Brutalist, Jessica Rossellini for Conclave, and Zoe Saldana for Amelia Perez. I do think this one is a lock for Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, man. As much as it pains me to say it, it is still unfortunately looking like it's Zoe Saldana. So that's where my J will land as well. Even though she's not even good at it. Never mind. Different discussion.
We could all pretend this is for Avatar.
We can pretend this is for any of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
We could pretend this is for Star Trek.
I'll definitely say this. I wasn't crazy about Amelia Perez. I know the majority of us aren't.
Yeah.
But she was the best thing about Amelia Perez. To her credit. Yeah.
By default, sure.
I think it is.
Wow.
So I definitely do think that Zoe Saldana, but I think there was a small amount of time where all the stuff came out of all the backlash and controversy came out about this, where it goes, oh, maybe it'll lose 13 Oscars, and then it kept on winning. Like Zoe Saldana in particular just kept on winning. So I feel like this is a foregone conclusion at this point.
Kaja.
Hello,
Ka-cha.
very nice to meet you. I'd like to know about Get Oscar Operation.
Way to
God.
rig the system.
Yeah.
Dude.
Another perfect one, Henry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Natiri for Mexican lady made by Frenchman movie.
All right.
I know Spanish enough.
Okay. Next one up we got here is animated feature. We got Flow, Inside Out 2, Memoir of a Snail, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul, and The Wild Robot. Oh my god. Now, most years animated feature, you pretty much know like who's gonna take home the award. But honestly, with this year, I was like, oh, I had to do some thinking with this category. It was actually kind of hurting my head. Um, I know the Wild Robot has a very high chance to take it home because it has been winning quite a bit of awards. But then I've been seeing a lot of like attention for Flow as well. And I know Wallace and Gromit has gotten attention too, but I do think between the two, it's between Flow and the Wild Robot. The Wild Robot, like I said, does have a high chance, but this is where I am going to take a gamble, and I do hope my gambling will pay off. I am going to predict Flow will win animated feature. So, yeah, that's where I'm going to go.
Yeah, there was a moment where I was kind of thinking it could go either way, but ultimately, this is the Academy, and I feel like if I had to make a bet, the majority of them will stick with the more popular, well beloved,
Yeah,
financial movie. So I'm gonna go with the Wild Robot in this instance.
yeah, and I definitely get that because they do tend to go by the ones that are more like, that get more financially, if that makes any sense.
I wish Orion in the Dark was on here, but that's a different topic.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I always forget that I'm third. Jeez.
You're number 3.
So, yeah, with this one, I looked at like the Annie Awards to just see what the statistics are, and I
Mhm. Oh,
don't
yeah.
quite remember how many won the Annie but didn't win the Oscar. But I also just feel like they tend to give it to the big, the big studios. Like they have a history of always giving it to Disney/Pixar. DreamWorks is probably the second biggest. So I could just see them giving it to that, just based off of it's a DreamWorks movie. So I think
All
it's going to be
right.
the Wild Robot.
That's wild, man.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be Robots Gone Wild.
Oh,
Okay.
Spicy.
That's a
spicy indeed.
Let's see. I'm gonna, as someone who's been in the industry, who's kind of been in the industry, kind of not. I go back and forth. I've watched the entire Annies. Yes, including the bit where some dumbass decided to turn on the fire alarm that got everybody to evacuate, but then come back in. Yeah, that was
Sorry
fun.
about that.
I told you not to do it.
I'm going to take a gamble with this one because obviously the obvious answer should be the Wild Robot, because, at the Annies, technically both Flo and Wild Robot won. Wild Robot swept the awards in terms of movies, but Flo did win Best Independent Feature at the Annies. Meanwhile, Arcane swept the TV category. But I'm going to go because as someone who's, kind of part of indie animation, I can just imagine, the massive W for the indie animation community if Flow won Best Animated Feature. Can you imagine how much of a fucking flex that would be?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with Flow. Oh, and here's my hot take. Look Back should have been nominated.
I look back.
Next one up we have here is animated short film.
Oh
We
boy.
got Beautiful Men, In the shadow of Cyprus, magic candies, wonder to wonder, and yuck. Ooh, okay. Okay, I was going between Beautiful Men, Wonder to Wonder, and Yuck. Um Definitely it was a toss up for me. But I have noticed Wonder to Wonder um winning a couple of things, so I decided to go with that.
Yeah, I don't know anything about these. I'm just gonna go with beautiful men because currently I am surrounded by beautiful men. Hey, the
Hey,
fellas,
Oh,
no,
the
I'm
fellas,
handsome.
the fellas.
Yeah.
we love you, Jackson.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
love
Kiss our
you.
homies
Yeah.
goodnight.
That's right.
All right.
Oh, okay. Shit. Um, you see, this is like I don't know nothing about these. But I look it up every year, and there was like 5 different sites that all had different winners. So, I closed my eyes and I picked Yuck. So I'm going with Yuck.
All right.
That's it's literally like, oh, I like the name, and that worked for me in the past, and it's probably not going to work this time. But I'm going with Yuck.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah, I picked Beautiful Men for this one.
All right. Not to flex, but I'm a member of the animation showcase, which means I've gotten access to all these short films
Oh
at the
boy.
palm of my hand
Man, what
that
a
I could have
flex.
easily show you by screen sharing. I've only watched one of them because I just haven't had time lately. But I watched Yuck because it looked the most aesthetically pleasing, and I'm gonna go with Yuck. Which,
Yes.
by the way, I can tell you what Yuck is about. It's a French coming of age rom com about a little boy who thinks kissing girls is gross until he sees a girl that he has a crush on and wants to kiss her. And the way they present the kissing is when you desire to kiss someone, your lips glow pink.
Oh.
Well, kissing girls is pretty gross.
Yeah, fellas.
That's
Am I,
pretty
am I right,
Dude,
fellas?
they got
Am I right,
cooties and they
fellas?
ain't trying to get sick.
But kissing your homies goodnight.
That's
That
right.
No, because the
Homies,
homies
good
don't
night.
have cooties.
That's right.
How do you know?
Wow.
Well, I just know things,
Wow.
all right?
That is beautiful, Andrew. Wow. Okay. The next one up we have here is live action short film. So I apologize. If I mispronounced this one. Aline, Anuja. I'm not a robot. The
Oh,
Last
yes, you are.
Ranger. Oh shoot! Yeah, you're right. We bought boop boop. And
I'm gonna steal all your hard work and claim it as mine.
and the man who could not remain silent.
The guy who's president right
Um,
now.
Okay. So obviously this one I don't know too much of. I'm just kind of going by based on what I've been seeing like on the chatter online, a couple of sites to kind of help me give me like an estimated guess. I've heard a little bit about Aline. So that one could potentially win. I think Anuja also has a potential, but I went ahead, but I saw that the man who could not remain silent was getting quite a bit of chatter. So I'm gonna predict that one to win live action short.
I'm also going to go with that one just because it does sound very important. And I think for
Yeah,
the many Academy members who don't watch all of these, they probably will just go by that as well. That same
yeah,
logic.
I think
That
so.
sounds important.
That sounds like it checks on my checkbox.
Yeah, same. I agree with what Jackson said.
Yeah, I'm also going with that man. You know who you are.
Yeah, we know who you are.
I'm
He
gonna
who
go.
shall not be named.
I'm gonna go
Voldemort?
solo on this one for the Last Ranger.
Okay, nice.
Ooh, the Power Ranger short
Oh.
film. Hell yeah.
Like I said, I respect the gamble. I respect the risk. So go for it. Okay, next one up we got is costume design. So we got A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Gladiator 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked. And I do think Wicked will win this one. Just something about like the costume designs kind of screams something the Academy would want to go for. So I think it would make sense that Wicked wins costume design.
I'm gonna go with that too. I think just the emphasis on stage to screen, the look of it, costumes are a part of that. So I think that's where people are their heads are gonna be at. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I pretty much agree. I think the stage to the screen thing is going to be too hard for the Academy to ignore. So I'm going with Wicked Part 1.
I'm
For
also
good.
Wicked. Look at that witch.
Yeah, that bitch.
Wow.
I would say if it wasn't for Wicked coming out that year, I would have said maybe Nosferatu, but I'm gonna go with Wicked because I've been seeing it. I watched it last night get mentioned for a win when the BAFTAs weren't busy breezing through a good chunk of their awards for quick edits.
They're going for the editing Oscar.
Next one up we got here is production design. So we got The Brutalist, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked. And similar to what I said about costume design, I do also believe Wicked will take home production design.
Yeah, literally the same argument I made for the last one. I think in this case, there's behind the scenes videos of how like huge their sets were, so I think that plays a part of it too. So yeah, same thing.
Yeah, same thing. I again, yeah. Wicked.
Yep, Mom.
Oh.
Wicked again. Look.
Oh shit!
Gravity.
I was predicting Nosferatu, but I was thinking when I quickly wrote Wicked because it's gonna win. I mean, I've watched the Puff Piece documentary that NBC came out with Wicked, and they showcased how everything was physical. And I went, wait, so this whole thing wasn't CG? Okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up now.
All right. Next one up we have here is cinematography. So we got The Brutalist, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, Maria, and Nosferatu. Alrighty, gentlemen. I know it's going to shock you, but I do think Amelia Perez could win cinematography. No, it's The Brutalist.
Dude, I was about to say, bro, you're just asking to watch after if you make that prediction.
Yeah. That was why I thought you were being serious for a second.
Yeah, dude, you had us all fooled.
But yeah, I do think of all the cinematographies, this is the one the Academy's gonna go for. Like realistically,
I think part of why I thought you were being serious is because there's a part of my brain that thinks cynically maybe they'll go for like what had the flashiest looking cinematography.
Yeah, they could do that too. Yeah,
but I am going to stick with The Brutalist just because it's a under 10 million movie, and a lot of talk has been like how massive it looks and feels, and part of that is the cinematography. So go with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna also say The Brutalist. Yeah, I just recently watched this and I did feel like it felt massive, like Jackson just said. So it was pretty breathtaking, the cinematography. So I think that's going to be too hard to ignore, unless penis to vagina is too hard to ignore.
I mean,
yeah, I think it's gonna be The Brutalist. Look at that. This division.
I gotta quickly close my door, but Gamble Dune Part 2.
Okay.
That's not a bad one.
Yeah, it's not a bad one.
Did it win? Did the first movie win? I don't remember. No.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's
Yeah,
it could happen.
It could.
yeah, it
Like
did, yeah.
I thought about it. But
I just
not
think
hard
about how
enough.
shafted Dune 2 got this year, so it's
Dude,
kind of like
Crazy.
don't even get me started.
okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Jackson's like, I should have been the man that remained silent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should have been me for once.
Dude, if all I had to do was watch 10 movies, do you know how fucking easy that is? I do that in a fucking week in my sleep.
We're
Are you
training our
kidding
whole
me?
lives for this.
Yeah, dude, the worst. Well, no, the Dune one's pretty bad, but it's the fucking four. Was it who? No, it was the two that were like, Ray Fiennes. We're not gonna vote for him because he already won for Schindler's List. So let me vote for Adrian Brody.
Plot twist, he
What
didn't.
the fuck?
The Ray
win,
Fiennes,
and
the Ray
Adrian
Fiennes con
Brody's
was
already
stupid.
a winner. What the fuck
Oh
is
my
going
God.
on?
Crazy.
It's
The Ray-
raining cats and dogs. There's mass hysteria everywhere.
The Ray Fiennes comment was so stupid. Oh my God! Don't even get me started
It's
with
a
that.
dumb thought process.
I'm sorry I brought that up. Jesus.
Well, on that lovely note, we are on documentary feature. So we got Black Box Diaries. It's okay, Andrew. Just breathe in and out. No Other Land. Porcelain War. Soundtrack to a Coupe de Dot. I'm sorry if I butchered that. And Sugarcane. Okay, so yeah.
Kudita.
Oh, Kudita? Oh, thank you. Thank you
There we
so much, Jackson. All right, so for documentary, I've heard about No Other Land and I've heard about Porcelain War. And No Other Land definitely has a chance to win this. However, the reason I'm going to lean towards Porcelain War is because not only do I hear a lot of chatter about that one too, it's because of for what I read, No Other Land never got like a US distribution deal. So it's not necessarily available to a lot of people for what I read. So that's why I'm going to go with Porcelain War because besides from No Other Land, I've heard about Porcelain War doing really well. So that's my prediction.
Yeah. That's a good point. I'm gonna stick with No Other Land just because it is very topical.
Oh yeah, it's very topical. Yeah.
It's my theory that some of these categories people don't watch, and they'll just go with whatever sounds more important. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, I would go with No Other Land because of the topical thing, but that happened to me last year where I did that with the ABCs of book burning and that didn't win. So I'm just gonna go with Porcelain War.
Oh shit.
Oh my
Okay.
God. Tony, you did it.
Okay, I that did not go the way I thought it would. Okay.
I wasn't even looking at the screen the whole time, so when I looked down, I go, "What the fuck's everybody laughing at?"
Yeah.
Like, wait, Tony, wait.
I'm going with No Other Land. Distribute that shit, boys.
We're
Okay,
definitely
Jordan.
wrong,
Where are you? Which team are you going on, Jordan?
Just because I feel bad for Andrew, I'm going to join Porcelain Wall. And before that,
the influence that I have.
by the way, Andrew, point to the doll where the Oscars hurt you.
Everywhere.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, they released the fucking Burger King toys of these months before the fucking movie comes out.
Okay, next one up we got is documentary short. We got Death by Numbers. I Am Ready, Warren. Incident.
What?
Instruments of a Beating Heart. And The Only Girl in the Orchestra. So I have no knowledge at all when it comes to documentary short. Once again, it's kind of like documentary where I kind of did like a little research on what's been getting talk. I know I'm Ready, Warren. I've seen a little chatter about. I've seen a little bit for even The Only Girl in the Orchestra, but I feel like, at least for what I have gathered, I've heard things about Incident, so I think between them, I'm gonna predict Incident will win this category.
I don't even know what the
Since
fuck I did.
since you yelled at me, I'm gonna go with already out of
Wow.
fear.
Beautiful. Did I make you
It's
jump, Jackson?
Yes.
So, according to my notes, it looks like I picked Incident. I don't remember picking it, but I picked it. So that's
All
the one
right.
I'm going with.
That's quite an incident in and of itself.
Yeah, listen, at least the other ones, I'm like, oh, I kind of remember picking Yuck. No, I have no recollection of ever being like, yeah, I guess it will be Incident.
What an incident. I am ready for Warden to win.
Uh-oh.
I'm just gonna say it because I think it's funny, but I'm gonna pick Death by Numbers, which I think is actually a documentary about the failure of Black Adam.
Oh gosh.
Oh, wow.
Ba-dum-tis.
And not about Harold and the Purple Crayon?
That's actually the second movie in the trilogy, which the third movie will be split into two parts that also happen to be about Zachary Levi.
Yeah. Keep
Yes. Totally isn't getting jobs because he's a fucking awful actor.
Argyle.
Tony, you alright, bro?
Uh-oh. I mentioned Harold and the Purple Crayon once. And
Oh no! No, he's frozen.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh no!
Fuck. Oh fuck.
Yeah, mention Zachary Levi once. He crashes the stream.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
I hope this does not fuck up the whole recording for him on his end.
Oh!
Oh shit!
Oh no.
Oh shit!
Hello there, everybody. While I'm trying to get back from my little malfunction during the recording process, that was a lot of fun, I figured I'd take this brief time to tell you all that our studio, Tiger Paws Entertainment, has had a couple of recent short films. If you would like to watch them, they are on Letterboxd if you want to give your honest feedback on them, or if you even prefer to do video reviews. Any kind of feedback is welcome at Tiger Paws Entertainment. I just really we appreciate you even supporting our work. So if you would like to check out the recent shorts, which are Witchpire and When Mickey Met Minnie, a Valentine's Day King short, they are on YouTube. You could search for Witchpire on Funny Straws TV Animation and Tiger Paws Entertainment. And with Mickey Met Minnie, you could search on the 22 Tiger Dude channel, which is right here, of course, and on Tiger Paws Entertainment channel. Thank you all so much, and now let's get back to the video. Thank you for your patience.
I would say that's my prediction, and just to let you know, Tony, I quickly looked up this website. It's infamous for having malware.
Oh.
Oh wow. Okay.
Anyway.
Next one up we got here is makeup and hairstyling. So we got A Different Man, Amelia Perez, Nosferatu, The Substance, and Wicked. So after everything I've heard with the award ceremony, I do think The Substance could get this one. Now, the upset, I could see it being Wicked, but I do think The Substance has like the highest chance, especially with everything that movie has done with its makeup and hairstyling. I don't want to say too much, but it really is impressive what that movie was able to achieve with that. So yeah, I'm gonna mark The Substance for my prediction.
Yeah, I would also go for The Substance. Yeah, that's kind of like the most obvious one to look at as far as like what they do with that. So yeah, that's my prediction as well.
Excuse me. I mean, I feel like The Substance is the obvious favorite, but then I think back to when Suicide Squad won over Star Trek for like no reason. Like obviously, like that shouldn't have happened. I'm like, oh, maybe they'll go something different, but I just can't bet against The Substance.
Yeah, I also think this going to a movie with substance.
Nice.
Hey.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah, I think the substances definitely got it in the bag.
All right. Next one up we got here is film editing. So we got Honora, The Brutalist, Conclave, Amelia Perez, and Wicked.
You could fuck it up on purpose if you want.
Yeah.
It's because I felt a burp coming out. That's why. So
Perfect timing, though.
so it's kind of funny. At one point, I was thinking, okay, because I remember hearing about Amelia Perez, being the one to win editing for a while, but then as time has been going on, I've heard about Conclave getting this one. If Conclave doesn't win, I could see Honora taking this one, but I am going to go with my gut and say that Conclave will win editing.
Yeah, since like the editing guild awards, whichever I'm forgetting the exact name of it right now, isn't like till after the Oscars, I was like, oh no, what can I rely on?
Oh, I didn't even think
So
about that. Yeah.
yeah, but it's happening later, so I was like, what can I look at? And I just looked at like the BAFTAs, and they gave it to Conclave. And in thinking about it, it's like, yeah, that is a movie where it's like it's edited in a kind of way where it is like, despite the subject matter not necessarily being like this thrilling thing, it's made to feel that way through editing. So I'm going with Conclave.
Like, there's a part of me that wants to say Amelia Perez because, like, fuck, like, this feels like the exact award that they would give it. But I just can't bet against Conclave at this point. I can't. I made that mistake once when I said Don't Look Up, and Don't Look Up didn't win. So, never again. And if it's Amelia Perez, I'm just gonna cry, weep in sorrow.
Andrew will do anything he can to not watch The Roommate.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Dude, I'd rather watch The Roommate than see Amelia Perez win Best Editing.
Conclave.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm joining y'all with this one, Conclave.
I'd say this was a pretty successful Conclave myself, you know?
Yeah, this was a very successful Conclave, Jackson.
Oh,
You
yeah.
are correct.
Definitely.
We all voted together. It's great.
And Conclave, you are the new Pope.
All right. Next one we got now is international feature film. So we got I'm Still Here, The Girl with the Needle, Amelia Perez, The Seed of the Sacred Fig, and Flow. Now, obviously, if we were to talk about this a month ago, I would have said Amelia Perez, but obviously, things have kind of changed since then. And I know whatever is nominated in the Best Picture category pretty much guarantees the international feature. So because the chances of Amelia Perez winning it aren't there anymore, I do think I'm Still Here could take home this award. So I'm going to go with I'm Still Here as my prediction.
Yeah, I cannot in my heart believe that it's gonna be Amelia Perez. So it has to be I'm Still Here. It has to be I'm Still Here. Yeah, it's gotta be.
I'm voting for Cold War. No, no, yeah, I don't know. Like, I agree with Tony. Like, if this was a month ago, Amelia Perez would have been the unfortunate favorite for this, and it could definitely still win. I feel like the momentum has shifted to I'm Still Here, and so I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah. Amelia Perez is not still here, but I am, so I'm gonna go with that.
Nice, man.
Oh, man.
I'm going to throw a curveball because there's been instances this year, awards-wise, where it has won this category, and I'm going to go with Flow.
Oh, I thought you were going with
Nice.
Amelia Perez, you son of a bitch.
I actually was considering Flow. The only reason I decided not to go with it is because it didn't get a Best Picture nomination. But to be honest, you never know. It could go to Flow.
Uh-oh.
Next one up we got here is Original Score.
Mhm.
So we
Nice.
got The Brutalist, Conclave, Amelia Perez, Wicked, and The Wild Robot. Which I just want to say very quick. Cool to see The Wild Robot get this nomination.
Yeah.
I actually was not
That is
expecting
cool.
that.
I remember seeing this, and I messaged Tony. I go, "Yo, like the score was like so fucking good."
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I do think, based on what I've heard, and I do still have to see The Brutalist. I'm gonna try to catch it before the Oscars this Sunday. But I've heard a lot of talk about the score in that one. That seems to be gaining the most momentum this award season. So I'm gonna predict The Brutalist.
Yeah, this was tough. Yeah, I did end up. I have a pick. Sorry. I did end up going with The Brutalist. It was kind of between this and Conclave for me, just because the music in that is so present. I guess it is also for Amelia Perez too, but I think The Brutalist just has like one of those, like, I don't know if classy is necessarily the right word, but it has like a theme that, I think the Academy voters would be like, oh, that sounds profound or something like that. So that's what I'm sticking with.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Nice.
sticking with.
This is another one where I go. If you had asked me a month ago, I would have put money on Amelia Perez winning this one.
Right.
But again, like it's just crazy how like a month later, shit happens, narrative change, momentum shifts, and now I feel like The Brutalist. Yeah, like I agree with Jackson. It's so present in that one, and you know what? It is profound. So I'm going with The Brutalist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I also think it is going to be The Brutalist.
Nice. Nice.
Brutalist.
Brutal.
All right. I love how we were all just sitting here like, what's he gonna say? What's he gonna say?
Yeah.
Will he say
Where's the
Amelia
drum roll?
Perez?
Oh boy.
All right, now we are moving on to original song. So we got El Mal from Amelia Perez, The Journey from the Six Triplet Eight, Like a Bird from Sing Sing, Mi Camino from Amelia Perez, and Never Too Late from Elton John, Never Too Late, which, by the way, is not technically an original song because that song literally played in the end credits of the Lion King remake. Just wanted to say
What?
that.
What?
But okay.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
They broke their
Yeah.
own rules.
Exposed.
Yo, they're
Yeah,
just taking
yeah,
fucking fat L after fat
if
L
you-
this year.
If you guys go to Lion King 2019 remake, this song was the end credit song for that.
Wow.
What?
That's crazy.
How did they fuck up this bad?
It's-
Wow.
Oh man.
Okay.
But anyways, man, I think El Mal has been getting the most chatter this award season.
Yeah.
The Six Triplet Eight, The Journey, could win it if there were to be an upset, but I'm gonna go with El Mal on this one.
As far as like what I would have wanted personally out of these five, Sing Sing getting anything, right, would have been great.
Yeah.
But I mean, think of how much like Zoe Saldana's like performance, they use El Mal as like her clip, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's probably gonna be that. So that's where my J's gonna go. I wish it was for like an actual good musical, but whatever.
Just a vagina. No, I listen. I again, a part of me wants to go with the Diane Warren song because they have to fucking stop nominating her and give her a win at some point. Like it's gotta happen at some point, but it's not this year. because it's Elba.
Elmo.
Yeah, I'm also thinking El Mal. Sorry, Tyler Perry movie.
Perry has an Oscar-nominated movie. That's crazy.
That's kind of crazy to say that. Yeah, Tyler Perry has an Oscar-nominated movie.
Yeah.
I know it's just for a song, but still,
It is
crazy.
insane.
Crazy.
I got a question. Which Amelia Perez song is the penis to vagina song?
Not any of these
Called
two.
I
Lumbaginoplastia.
asked that question before.
Well, I guess I'll go with El Mal, I guess.
They should have nominated the penis to vagina song. Genuinely.
It would.
It's like imagine just.
That
It's like
was,
imagine just showing that as a clip.
I know,
Like when they
exactly.
announced
Yeah.
Hello, very nice to meet you.
I'm just saying, if that was nominated and won, like I wouldn't even be mad. I would, like,
The next one up we got here is sound. So we got A Complete Unknown, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, Wicked, and The Wild Robot. Which I just want to say once again, cool to see the Wild Robot get sound. Genuinely was not expecting that, but I do think the sound design of that movie is incredible. Just wanted to say that real quick. So yeah, I know Dune Part 2 isn't exactly going to sweep the Oscars, but I am confident that it could win sound. If there were to be an upset, maybe Wicked, maybe, but I do think Dune Part 2 has this one.
I'm actually gonna go with Wicked. Just thinking as far as like what this year was like one of the most popular films to utilize the sound design, like with their
Yeah.
music and vocals. So that's what I'm going with.
Nice.
I'm gonna get a little crazy. I'm gonna go with The Complete Unknown.
Okay. Let's
I-
go.
I think they're gonna be like, Dylan went electric. Let's give it to him.
Okay, I like it. We're 3 people.
All over the place.
Okay,
These are my
let's do
favorite
it.
when everybody's different. Like, I think it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm with Tony though. It's not Al anymore. It's done.
Hell
Al
yeah.
Pacino? Don't mind if I do.
Dude, honest to God, top 5 cinema
Yes.
moments.
Really?
If not 5, 4, 3, or 2.
Absolute cinema, yeah. I do think once Dune Messiah comes out, it's probably going to pull a Return of the King and win every single award. But if for sound, I'm going to join along the inconsistency and pick The Wild Robot simply because how fucking rare it is to have the Oscars nominate an animated movie for sound effects, which sound design is the literal fucking bread and butter in post-production for animated films.
Wow. Alrighty. There we go. This
Just
is going to be
watch
an
it.
interesting one.
Just
Yeah.
watch Amelia Perez win and everyone
dude,
gets her.
No. Don't wish that evil on us.
Next one up we got here is visual effects. We got Alien Romulus, Better Man, Dune Part 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Wicked. I think the chatter for Dune Part 2 with the visual effects, I feel like the momentum is really high. And to be honest, I would be shocked if the Academy didn't lean more towards Dune Part 2. So that's going to be my prediction for visual effects.
They're not going to let any monkey visual effects win. That's why Robbie Williams isn't winning this. I'm going to go with Dune Part 2 with you on that one.
All right.
Maybe the only win that Dune gets tonight.
If you have one monkey appear on screen, instant lose.
Maybe a nomination.
I feel
Which
like
is why Wicked won't win either.
And they're hardly in that movie.
Yeah.
Alien Romulus. No, I'm kidding.
You fucking-
I feel like if there were any year a monkey movie would win, it would be this year. Like a part of me wants to be like, oh man, like it should be Better Man, and it might be Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. It's just like, yeah, they don't like those monkeys, man. So I'm going with Part 2.
When the monkey uprising happens, we're going to think, oh, we treated him harshly. But the monkey is going to speak saying, we never got an Oscar. And we'd be like, really? That's it?
Could have been an easy fix.
Now I'm going Dune again.
All right.
Amelia Perez.
I'm also gonna go with Dune Part 2, which
All right.
I'm gonna say right now, I really love Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and it is so wild how quickly everyone stopped talking about it after that.
Yeah, people should talk about that one more. It's good.
Yeah, it's a fun standalone adventure. You follow the apes throughout. I got
It's a
so
good
used
summer
to it.
journey. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a beginning, middle, end.
Uh-oh.
Leaves a little bit of room for another movie, but
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. This is actually one of the ones I was sweating over. Like earlier today, before we came on here, because I thought for the longest time, okay, it's gonna be Brady Corbet's year for the Brutalist, like to win director. But then I saw how much Honora has been winning, and Sean Baker has been winning director. Um, so it's like, man, which one do I go with? Which one do I go with? Because of course I think about Best Picture, and I know whatever wins director or screenplay, it goes either way every year. It leans towards to Best Picture. Um, but for director, I decide I'm going to go with Sean Baker. I think he has the highest chance to win, given everything. So yeah, that'll be my prediction, Sean Baker.
Yeah, there was a time where I thought maybe Brady, just because there's so much talk of it looks so great, directed so well, and it's shot for a low amount of money. But then, the Directors Guild of America awards come along and kind of upset things for me. I do have to take that into
Yeah.
consideration. So I'm also going to go with Sean Baker for Enora.
Yeah, I'm gonna echo what Jackson said, and it could still very much be Brady Corbet.
Mhm.
But like this could very much be a year where Corbet, like where Baker wins director and like the Brutalist wins picture, or like vice versa. Um,
Yeah.
or maybe not. But yeah, the Directors Guild very much influenced my decision here.
Yeah, I also predict it's going to be the year of the baker.
He'll be baking them cookies for his trophy.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Sean Baker. And I've only seen one movie of his, The Florida Project, which that movie hit very close to home.
Mhm.
I used to live in a hotel as a kid, but yeah, looking forward to seeing his next movie where he's going to use the same font as he did with the other movies.
Hey.
All right, we're in the screenplay categories before we get to Best Picture. So we got adapted screenplay. So we got A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Amelia Perez, Nickel Boys, and Sing Sing. So I do think after everything I've heard, I do think Conclave has a very strong chance to win adapted screenplay. So that is going to be my prediction, Conclave.
Yeah, after the Writers Guild Awards, when they gave Adapted to Nickel Boys, I was thinking that way, but then I realized, well, number one, not a lot of people have seen Nickel Boys, unfortunately. Great movie, check it out. But also, number two, at that award show, Conclave is not even nominated, so it doesn't even really have a shot, right? So I thought, well, maybe Conclave is probably out of these the one that they have recognized the most, has been talked about the most, especially for the storytelling. So I'm going to go with Conclave as well. Watch Nickel Boys though.
Yeah, oh yeah, I
Good
just
movie.
watched it recently. Pretty good.
Good movie.
So both screenplay ones were actually like two of the easiest ones for me. Like when I looked at the nominees, instantly I was like, all right, they're probably giving it to Conclave. Like I didn't even like think twice about it. They could still give it to Amelia. Like the thing is, anytime like they could still give it to Amelia Perez. Like any award that it's nominated for, like it's just like they could just still give it to Amelia Perez.
It's not
But
completely ruled out. No.
hopefully they don't, and it's Conclave.
Yeah, I think they're going conclave mode this year.
Hell yeah.
I'm also gonna go with Conclave. Like, that's a movie that started off like where I randomly hear about it. I'm like, what is this movie? Why is it PG? And all of a sudden, the movie that came out, it fucking blows up. It's already gaining a cult following online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out
So-
to Peeping Pope.
It's really taken off.
Yeah,
Unlike Amelia Perez.
Conclave was the movie no one expected to blow up that well.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right. Now we're on to original screenplay. So we got Anora, The Brutalist, A Real Pain, September 5, and The Substance. Okay, so whereas with adapted screenplay, I had an easier time with that one. Original, I really had to think really hard with original because I was thinking about how The Substance could get it, but then I was thinking about Anora, and then I was thinking about A Real Pain. Um, so a lot of things to really, really think about. Um, and I know Anora has like a high chance to take home original screenplay, but this is gonna be one of the ones where I'm gonna go ahead and take a risk. I'm gonna go with A Real Pain because I've seen a lot of people online just talk about how emotionally resonant the screenplay is in that movie, and I've seen it win a couple of screenplay awards. I can't remember from where right now, but I do know it has won a couple of screenplay awards. So this is where I'll take a risk. I know Nora has like the highest chance, but if Nora does not win, I do see a real pain being the one that could take home it. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah.
We'll see how I do. We'll see how I do.
I do have, the Writers Guild Awards really influenced my pick as well. I'm going to go with Anora for this one because, like, all of these are great screenplays, or most of them are. But I think Anora, at the very least, just has, don't want to go into, like, too many specifics about it, but as far as, like, its creativity, it goes in a direction that I think Oscar voters particular are going to think like, oh, that was really something.
Yeah.
So I think it's
If
just
they've
more up
seen
their
it.
alley. I think they've seen this more. It's more so than like a September 5.
I forgot about September 5, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, September 5 ain't winning, dog.
Yeah, no, it's all right. It's
Yeah, when I was looking at like the nominations and what to choose earlier today, and I was kind of like going back and forth with like director and picture and whatnot. I like the first thought I had is, well, before I like set on giving director to Sean Baker or predicting that they're gonna give it to him, I was like, well, they're at the very least give him a screenplay. So I'm gonna say Honora.
yeah.
I'm also gonna say Nora.
I'm gonna join alongside Tony and say A Real Pain, simply because not to mention it politically, but to keep it short and sweet. The type of subject matter is quite the trend, if you catch my drift. There we
Oh,
go.
look at this list. Goddamn.
All right.
Uh.
Hold on, that's a little too big. Let me fix that very quick.
That's what she said.
Hey.
Mucho
God damn
grande.
it, Jordan. God freaking damn it, Jordan.
Tony's getting pissed. He's like, if you were right here, I'd strangle you, motherfucker.
I'm too old for this shit, man. Even though I'm 30 years old, but
Like, had enough of this shit.
By the time Tony's 35, he's gonna have gray hair.
God.
And he can tell which one is from you.
Okay.
This one I got
Yes.
Jordan.
All right.
Okay, everyone, we are at the finale. We are at Best Picture. So for Best Picture, we got Anora, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked. And It's a no-brainer. Amelia Perez is gonna sweep it. That's what
Yeah.
No, you see, you're joking about this, but it could happen.
It could still happen.
It could happen. That's the thing. I know I'm joking just for the fun of it, but it could happen. It really can. Okay, yeah, this one, oh man. Shoot. Yeah, just like director, just like original screenplay, I was like, man, where do I lean? Where do I lean? Shoot. Because Anora, lots of love this award season. A lot of awards. I know won Best Picture on some of them. But then Conclave, I've been hearing chatter about that one. And I know if Anora does not win, which that is a front runner, then Conclave could get Best Picture. And of course, if Conclave doesn't, then The Brutalist could. But I really do think it's between these two. So I have to think really hard. It's good to take risks, but I don't know how far my risks are going to pay off with me. I am just going to go with my gut and go with Conclave.
Nice.
That's where I'm going to lean. So,
yeah. Look, man. Recently, with the DGA, WGA, and then the PGA, with the Producers Guild of America, Anora's got all three of them. And I feel like the last time doing one of these predictions where an upset like that had happened recently, and I was like, it's a little too late. I think it's not nominated for much. It was Coda, and I was like, nah, it's Power of the Dog for sure. And then I got egg on my face on that one. So I think I gotta listen to this. I'm gonna go with Anora for Best Picture.
My dumbass said Belfast that year. I don't know, man. I definitely could see both Conclave and Nora winning. I could also see The Brutalist winning. Like I said, never count out Amelia Perez, bro. It's the boogeyman at this point. I'm just telling you. It's like easier to say what it's definitely not going to be. Like, it's definitely not going to be Nickel Boys.
Yeah.
But man, like, every part of me wants to say it's Adora because of the logic Jackson just said, but I have this fucking feeling in my gut that, like I mentioned before with directing, like, that this is going to be one of those years where they split it. I feel like they have to give the Brutalist one of the big ones. So I'm going to go with Adrian Brody's probably going to win, but I'm going to go with the Brutalist for this one.
Okay.
All right.
I just have this feeling in my loins, a tingle in my loins.
And your testicles, beautiful.
You might need to get that checked out.
Yeah, that might be, gonorrhea or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, this is an interesting year. It's a few it could be, but even with the guilds, I think I should go with Nora.
You sure it's not too late to say Wicked?
Oh yeah.
No one's still
It's the movie we need right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to join Tony with this one as well, but Conclave.
All right.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Split in 3 different directions here.
It's actually funny how some of the Best Picture predictions shake out. Like last year, it was very unanimously Oppenheimer. The year before that, it was very unanimously Everything Everywhere All at Once. And then there was the year before that where a couple people said Coda, couple people said Power of the Dog. My dumbass said Belfast. And here we are in the situation. A couple people said Nora.
Yeah, because
said Conclave, and my dumbass just said The Brutalist.
Yeah, because it's true. Because the last couple of years, we all collectively agreed on one Best Picture winner. But yeah, this year it's different. It's definitely different, and I kind of like that because I like it when everyone picks different things because it's kind of a gamble of who's gonna get this right and who isn't. All right, everybody. Well, that is our 2025 Academy Awards predictions. Thank you so much to everyone for watching this. It's going to be really fun to see how we do this Sunday. Of course, stay tuned when we all meet up for our Oscars predictions results to see how we do. And of course, we'll talk about what will happen with first, second, third place, etc. All that stuff we'll talk about in the results. And I'm just looking forward to kicking Andrew Hayes' butt this
Oh, hell
Sunday
no.
because. So yeah, have fun with the roommate, Andrew. But yeah, it's always fun to do this
You're
with
the one that's gonna have the
everyone.
fun, pal.
Yeah, sure. Keep telling yourself that. And of course, if you guys want to follow my stuff, you can follow me on Letterboxd. You can follow me on Serialized. I have Facebook, Instagram. Even though I barely use it, I do have a TikTok. Of course, I do have the studio Tiger Paws Entertainment. If you want to follow us there for whatever stuff that we bring. Oh yeah, Blue Sky and Threads. I do use Blue Sky and Threads as well. So yeah, there you go, everyone.
What
I'm
about
gonna
your
go ahead
Disney fan film?
my Disney fan film. Oh my god. Yeah. That's what Jordan likes to call When Mickey Met Minnie. But yeah, I have the
Ooh.
new Valentine's Day King short When Mickey Met Minnie. Came out this past Valentine's Day. If you want to check it out, it is now available on 22 Tiger Dude and Tiger Paws Entertainment. Well, Mr. Jackson Fulcher, thank you so much for participating. And where can everyone find you?
Yeah, it's a pleasure to do this. I have fun doing it every year, so it's fun to do this again. Had fun. Yeah, you can find me on my YouTube channel. It's just my name, Jackson Fulcher. I'm doing regular reviews again, which is weird after taking a fucking like year and a half break, or maybe 2 years actually. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's fun. I also just post on Letterboxd all the time. Every movie I see, I have either a multi-paragraph review or just a quip. I don't know. I don't take it that seriously. You can also follow me on Blue Sky. Made the jump over there, and I'll occasionally not tweet. Sorry. Fuck. I'll post like some opinions on. I'll post some opinions on some stuff I'm watching just in the moment. So yeah, if you want to look into me, I guess you can go there. those places. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Andrew Hayes, the Duck. Where can the people find you, sir?
You could catch me watching the Seinfeld most days nowadays. But anyway, now this is fun. I always very much enjoy doing this. Um and like I said before, it's like always fun. Like, cause when I say I legitimately convince myself I'm going perfect, like it's something that actually, like I go, yeah, like this is the year, and it's never the year. It's never going to be the year. But hope
It
is
will
what
this year.
and you could follow me nowhere because I said so.
Well, thank you so much, Henry Ewing. Where can everyone find you?
You can find me on Letterboxd. It's my name, Henry Ewing. On Blue Sky, Threads, Instagram, wherever you get your social media from. I'll see you there. Post about stuff. Yeah.
And thank you very much,
yeah.
Jordan Farrell. And thank you very much, Jordan Farrell. Where can the people find you?
You can follow me on my YouTube channel, Finish TV Animation, whenever I do short films or whatnot. Might expand into more content potentially. I don't know, maybe. You can follow me on Letterboxd, Serialized. Probably more on Serialized because I tend to get more active when I can. Follow me on Blue Sky whenever I can post, since it doesn't let me post for some reason most of the time. I guess follow me on Facebook. I'll see you for this Sunday after my 2-day vacation starting tomorrow, and then me being busy most of Saturday. But yeah.
So, everybody, this is 22 Tiger Dude here with Jackson, Andrew, Henry, and Jordan. And don't forget that we will always have Tyler. We'll see you for the prediction results, everyone.
Yes.